Hi there. So lately I've been watching a lot of Leighton Flowers podcasts. He's, I think, the top anti-Calvinist uh, podcaster, at least. And I've lately been trying to be a lot more generous and graceful towards my enemies and people I disagree with because I have had to sort of apologize basically for things that are not my fault just to make peace a few different times. And two are involved in the church that I go to. Again, like, not to get into details, they weren't really my fault, but and the other time was at work with someone who just was being ridiculous, ran at me with a shovel. I have to apologize. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna add some commentary about where I think Calvinists err to a lot of the things that Leighton Flowers says, because I think he does a really good job of being even-handed when he debates Calvinists, and but standing firm at the same time, which is what I admire, because a lot of people, they just want to say peace, peace when there is no peace, right? Or they're overly harsh, and I'm more guilty of that. But what I've noticed is when you are consistently respectful and generous and kind and gentle with people, then when you take a harsh stance, it has more impact. And so for me, that's why I'm doing it. One of the reasons, other than it's just good to have the fruits of the Spirit. But what I think I've noticed with a lot of Calvinists is because they are no doubt on average more well read than the average person who is a Christian, not a Calvinist, that they are able, like many intellectual people are, to convince themselves of their own worldview and see everything through a lens because they become an intellectual workhorse rather than a holistic person. Because again, like the Godhead, there's the mind, right, which would be God, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and the body, Jesus, because we're also a tripart being. And the thing is, we need to be even because if we let the body run everything, then we'll become obsessed with like physical results. If we let the mind run everything, we'll actually kind of lose our mind and get caught up in little traps. And if you're too spiritual, you'll just detach from everything and everything will be relative, right? And so that's what I think Calvinists do wrong, is they focus too much on mental. And so they basically like get caught up in semantics and debate tactics and literature. And they actually, I would say, remove their mind through overuse of their mind. All right.